Hello, Hoop fans out there. My name is Reginald Dye. Welcome to another episode of Inside Ultimate Hoops Atlanta. I'm here with the commission himself, the big man, Mr. Markel King. Happy New Year, Mr. King.
How you doing, big guy?
Oh, all is well, man. Just want to talk a little basketball with you and talk a little basketball to all the fans out there. Of course, here at UH Sandy Springs, God Squad, the quest for an unprecedented, unheard of, get on everybody's nerves, fourth consecutive championship. They're a big team to watch, man.
Great team, great leadership, just an all-around great organization for God Squad. I mean, you know, from head to toe, man, they're tough. They're a tight-knit group, and it's going to be really tough to beat.
Global Exchange has dropped the last two championship meetings against God Squad. How do you think their chances are this upcoming season?
Slim to none. I think Global Exchange had their shot the first season that they actually made it to the championship. I think since then, the recruiting, they have not been able to recruit the same. The talent level that they've had has dropped tremendously, and I don't know. It's going to be scary for Global Exchange.
Assassins really built their team together, went through a major transformation by adding on Dietrich Thomas and a couple of other players. And, of course, they seem to have had termination papers numbered these last couple of games. But that's a bit of a huge rivalry that's going on right now.
Huge rivalry. You know, every week you walk into the gym, it's a lot of trash talking going on. Guys are, you know, posting different things on UH. It's an all-out Twitter war between those two teams. And it's always a good matchup. I don't know. Those teams seem to just really want to get after each other. In terms of Assassins, what they've done in the offseason has been tremendous. They picked up Markel, the small Markel, little Markel from down in Sandy Springs, which is a speedster, gets out on the break. Actually can knock down an open jumper. And then, like you said, Dietrich Thompson, he was lights out from three ball last week. So, I mean, that team is scary. With the emergence of Mitch Cat Lightwater and the way he's been playing, you know, he stepped his game up tremendously. And so, you know, they're really, really becoming a force to be reckoned with.
Turning over to the Alpharetta side, Greg Barlow and the Brewers themselves, we're talking about max contracts, back-to-back champions. They were managed to take down the Rainmakers. When it looked like the Rainmakers had what it took to win it all, but of course when the championship pressure hit, pressure busts pipes. How do you explain the Rainmakers play and what's the outlook for them next season?
Well, we can start by the finals. Definitely, it was a pressure thing in the finals. Those guys came out there, and it was championship pressure. You know, those guys have been in the playoffs before, been in the finals before, and it seemed like they were more prepared for that game and more prepared to seize the moment for the championship. That was Rainmakers' first time making it there. They had a hell of a regular season, you know, hell of a season going. I believe it was 9-2 or something like that, or 10-2 or something like that. But as far as the Rainmakers, they actually got a new look team. They picked up Reed Buck, who's back from a tour duty with the armed services. They picked up a couple other guys. They also have released their big man, Markel King. So, you know, I don't know, you know, what that's all about, but they decided to release him.
Markel King himself can't get away from the amnesty clause. Hey, turn it over to Sugarloaf, Hustle Gang, Lifetimers. Those are guys that didn't do quite well in the regular season, but they were really able to turn on the juices in the playoffs and make a championship run. What do you think the outlook is for the Sugarloaf League?
I think the outlook for the Sugarloaf League is crazy. First of all, it's 10 teams over there. Sugarloaf is like the Western Conference in the NBA. Those guys want to run and gun, get up and down the floor. It's all about scoring out there. You know, you see games where, you know, guys are scoring 80, 90 points a game, and that's league-wise, you know. And so it's a really fun atmosphere. You know, the last season champions actually broke off. So you have Marty Johnson, Michael Johnson, Brett Abraham, Sterling Whitworth, and his brother, and Jamal King. They're actually on one team, which is renamed as the defending champions. Then you have the other group that is, I believe it's Families First. They're on another team. But all around, the competition is still at a high. People are continuing to sign up for the league. Anybody out there watching, if you stay anywhere near Swanee, Sugarloaf, Snellville, Lil Burn, Stone Mountain, and you're a member of Lifetime Fitness, definitely a great league to participate in. I just wanted to bring it back to Alpharetta real quick, because Alpharetta also has 10 teams this season, and was actually able to bring back one of the former champions, Game Time Design. And Game Time Design, man, they have really stacked that thing up this season.
Big win for them last night, 30 points victory. They seemed to have a whole lot of chemistry last night.
Yeah, Coach Scepter Brownlee, Ricky, the GM, they went out there and basically kept their same group of guys that they've been playing with, but they've added 2 young studs in Jordan DeMercy, which is a 6'5", 6'6", leaper, athletic. I mean, get out on the break and, be careful, man, because you can get posterized easy. And then they also added, what many might say, close to Derrick Rose. His name is Trevor. Trevor has been lighting guys up in Alpharetta for the longest, and we finally caught him in a period where he, is actually home and not working overseas. And I mean, he's just a handful. He's just a handful.
Commish, headed back to Game Time Design. The chemistry is there. Trevor's playing lights out basketball. He's Derrick Rose or Tracy McGrady leaps. He really knows how to put it in the basket, and the chemistry with them and the continuity is unreal. Would you say that with Game Time Design making it back into the league, that max contracts has pretty much maxed out?
All I got to say is that those are going to be some epic battles this season. Those are going to be some epic games this season to watch those 2 teams go at it. Actually, Game Time Design was the last person to beat max contract in the finals.
Wow. When you have a rivalry like that, you have to expect some excitement and expect some knockdown, drag-out basketball.
Oh yeah. But let's not forget about some of the other teams that's there. You have the Follies that's picked up some new players. David Vada, whose last season was hampered by some physical conditions, he's in a whole lot better shape. Doug Rose is playing phenomenal. I think he dropped 26 last night, and just the all around play up there at that club is just seeming to pick up every season.
Would you say that would be the Premier League of Metro Atlanta, Ultimate Hoops Atlanta?
Far as the level of competition, it's definitely the Premier League. But when you think about Sugarloaf is right there. Just talking about the level of play, guys, because you got ex-pro guys, ex-Division I guys that's playing basketball in these clubs, and so it's competitive. It's super competitive. But when you think about a league like Mountain Brook, it's fun. It's a rec league. They get after it. Those guys are super competitive. They're amped up every week, and they go at each other's throat out there.
Taylor Patterson knows how to really feel it in the basket.
Taylor Patterson, tremendous athlete, tremendous shooter, one of the best shooters I've ever seen in my life. And I played a lot of basketball. I've been around the world, saw a lot of great basketball players, but, Taylor Patterson, he shoots that thing from 3-4 feet behind the NBA line, and he's not going to stop shooting. He is not going to stop shooting. One of the things I like the most about Taylor is just his all-around competitive nature. You know, he's a warrior. You know, he wants to win, and he wants to win at all costs. You know, I often ride down the street thinking, what if his mom happened to be playing on the other team? You know, what would happen?
Do you really think Taylor Patterson would light up his mom?
I think he would light up anybody that's in the opposing jersey.
And their moms?
Most definitely.
Taylor Patterson, you have quite a terrorist reputation out there. Turning your attention to the league itself, what's the outlook on the league, Ultimate Hoops Atlanta? What are your projections? What are your expectancies for 2014?
I just, you know, my projection is that it's going to continue to grow. We've shown growth in every league this season, starting 2014, and you know, one of our biggest things here at Ultimate Hoops is we just want to make sure we're putting out the best product for our members and for the guys that participate in the league. And so I think we've been doing that, and we just want to continue to do that and continue to give, you know, the guys that participate in the league just a great place to play basketball.
That's great. Talent-wise, do you think that UH Atlanta can really stand tall against the rest of the leagues across the nation?
Definitely. You're talking about particularly Ultimate Hoops?
Ultimate Hoops. Atlanta against Ultimate Hoops anywhere else?
We're going to see in the national tournament. I mean, you know, this year we'll have a team, maybe two teams representing from Atlanta, and you know, those guys out there can play as well. Going out to the national tournament was a big eye opener. It let me know that, guess what, it's talent everywhere. And so, you know, one of the biggest things I came back and told a lot of the guys, hey, they're playing ball out there. So, you know, my thing is, let's just get out there and prove it.
To all the guys at UH Atlanta, all the great players, hey, let's put something together. Let's go out to Vegas and bring that trophy back home this way. Mr. Commish, as always, it's a pleasure. Thank you for all you do with UH Atlanta and beyond.
Thank you. Ultimate Hoops.